For decades, Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos have built a reputation as one of America's most charismatic power couples. From the glittering sets of All My Children to the cozy banter of Live with Kelly and Mark, they've maintained a rare balance between professional brilliance and family devotion. But now, their spotlight may soon have to expand, because their youngest son, Joaquin, is stepping out of the shadow of his parents' fame and carving his own path toward stardom. The Ripa Consuelos family is no stranger to attention. Their 3 children, Michael, Lola, and Joaquin, grew up watched by millions, their milestones occasionally shared on air by Kelly with her signature humor and candidness. While Michael has pursued acting and Lola has explored music, it's Joaquin, the baby of the family, who now seems ready to leap into his own chapter of the limelight. And the buzz around him is that he's not just dabbling, he's destined for it. A childhood in the wings. Joaquin Antonio Consuelos was born in 2003, long after Kelly and Mark had already sealed their legacies as TV darlings. Unlike his older siblings, Joaquin was notoriously shy as a child. Kelly often joked on Live about how he resisted the idea of cameras and public appearances, preferring a quieter, more grounded upbringing. "He's our sensitive soul," she once said, adding that Joaquin had a poetic way of seeing the world. That sensitive nature didn't mean a lack of drive. Growing up, he gravitated toward athletics, particularly wrestling, where he found both discipline and confidence. Attending the University of Michigan, he wrestled competitively, showing not just physical strength but a mental resilience that surprised even his parents. "He's the most determined of us all," Mark admitted in an interview, pride written across his face. From the mat to the mic. But while athletics shaped him, Joaquin's new chapter is veering closer to the arts, territory familiar to his family's DNA. Sources close to the family whisper that Joaquin has been exploring opportunities in entertainment, blending his charisma, natural stage presence, and storytelling skills. Whether it's acting, television hosting, or even producing, he seems eager to take lessons from both mom and dad while ensuring his voice is authentically his own. "Joaquin's got a spark," Kelly recently teased during an episode of Live. She didn't give details, because when does Kelly ever play all her cards? But she hinted that her son had been working on something creative that made her feel like she was watching history repeat itself. The Ripa Consuelos legacy. To understand why Joaquin's budding career feels so momentous, one has to consider the legacy he's stepping into. Kelly Ripa is a daytime icon, blending humor, intelligence, and relatability into a career that has spanned soap operas, talk shows, and producing. Mark Consuelos, equally dynamic, has transitioned seamlessly from telenovelas to mainstream Hollywood roles, most recently stealing scenes on Riverdale as the scheming Hiram Lodge. Together, they represent both stability and adaptability in the ever-changing entertainment world. For Joaquin, the stakes are high, but so are the resources. He's been raised in a household where scripts were read at the dinner table, auditions dissected in car rides, and resilience taught as a family value. And yet, insiders say his parents are cautious about encouraging him too quickly. They've seen the pitfalls of fame and want their youngest to have not just opportunity, but also wisdom. "We tell our kids the industry doesn't owe you anything," Mark explained in a recent interview. "You have to show up, do the work, and stay grounded. Fame can't be the goal, storytelling has to be. Star power in the making." What makes Joaquin different from his siblings is the balance of athletic grit and artistic curiosity. His time as a wrestler honed his discipline and toughness, qualities that often separate fleeting stars from enduring ones. Pair that with the natural charisma inherited from his parents, and you have a recipe for a breakout talent. There are rumors, though nothing confirmed, that Joaquin has been exploring opportunities both on camera and behind the scenes. A small but growing circle of entertainment professionals have reportedly been impressed with his instinctual timing and thoughtful approach. One insider described him as a mix of Mark's intensity and Kelly's wit, with a quiet determination that's all his own. The family's support system. The Ripa Consuelos clan is famously tight-knit, and Joaquin's pursuit of stardom is no exception. Michael, now building his own career in acting, has reportedly been a sounding board for his younger brother, offering advice about auditions, agents, and the grind of early career struggles. Lola, with her musician's flair, has encouraged Joaquin to embrace creativity without fear. As for Kelly and Mark, they've struck a balance between cheerleaders and mentors. Kelly has admitted she sometimes feels nervous about Joaquin stepping into the same world that has both blessed and burdened her. But she also beams with pride, often sharing small anecdotes that reveal his growing confidence. He's finding his voice, she said recently. And it's a beautiful one. A star with depth. What separates Joaquin from many other Hollywood newcomers is his backstory. His journey hasn't been one of instant fame or viral attention, but rather a slow burn marked by dedication. Wrestling taught him humility, losses, and perseverance. His family instilled in him respect for storytelling and an awareness of the pressures of public life. Together, these experiences may allow him to approach fame with a grounded perspective rare in young stars. And let's not forget, he has already grown up under the media's gaze. Unlike other celebrity kids thrust suddenly into attention, Joaquin has learned to navigate curiosity with grace. He may have once been the shy child hiding from cameras, but now, he seems ready to embrace them. What comes next? The question everyone's asking. Where exactly will Joaquin land? Some speculate he may pursue acting, potentially even joining his parents on a project. How's that for a full circle moment? Others think his passion may lie in producing or creating behind the lens, shaping stories rather than starring in them. There's also chatter about him possibly stepping into hosting, a natural fit given his parents' charm with live audiences. Imagine Joaquin, years from now, carrying on the Ripa tradition of morning television, but with his own twist. Regardless of the specifics, one thing feels certain: Joaquin isn't just Kelly and Mark's son. He's emerging as Joaquin Consuelos, an individual with his own voice, talents, and drive. The next chapter. As Kelly often jokes on her show, the kids are the real stars. But in Joaquin's case, that might be more than a punchline. His journey is still in its early chapters, but all signs point to a future that could make him a household name in his own right. For now, his parents are watching proudly, perhaps with a mix of nerves and excitement. "We just want him to be happy," Kelly said, summing up every parent's wish. But happiness for Joaquin may just mean following the family legacy, not by imitating it, but by redefining it. After all, the world loves a new star. And as it seems, one is just about ready to rise, shaped by wrestling mats, family dinners, and the footsteps of two of television's brightest lights.